How you doing? I'm Tom. Welcome to Rusty Rivet. Tonight we're going to be doing pulse stick welding. Basically, what we're doing is giving it the full amperage and then the background current. Full current, background current. Full current, background current. From what I can tell, it's doing it every about 3 times a second. It sounds like maybe 2.5 times a second. You can't adjust the hertz of it, the times per second. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to experiment with it and see what happens. I'm doing regular bead on plate here. We're doing 1/4 inch hot rolled. It has not been cleaned. I did very quickly with a wire brush. I didn't grind it down to bare metal. I want to see what happens. All right. So you can see on the machine, I've put in the synergic functions and it's gone to 130 amps. All right, so that's what it recommended for it. We're going to try it on that. We're going to see what happens. 130 amps is probably just a hair higher than I would manually set it on one of my transformer machines if I was stick welding. What should happen is because of the pulse current, it should be able to handle a lot more current because half of the time it's at the background current. So regardless of how hot the weld is, the heat affected zone is not going to be so far. If I was doing thinner material, it wouldn't work as much. Also, if I was welding overhead, I think I'd be able to control the puddle a lot better if I was doing vertical. Same with that too, better control of the puddle. So let's see how this does on regular bead on plate. Right. Okay. I think I should probably raise my current up a little. I can bring my current up in here. We'll try 150. I feel like that's way too hot. That seemed really nice. Very hot. It just feels like it's penetrating the metal really deep. Not my straightest bead. All right. We're going to run a few. Okay, I'm going to try doing a circular motion in the puddle. All right, I have two 60-10 rods here. We're going to try that out. So we go back over to the machine. We change it to 60 series. 1/8, 1/4 inch material. BRD off. Arc force is 10. Hot start is 10. Pulse is on. All right. It has us at 135. I wonder if it just carried over. If I was doing 60-10 on 1/4 inch, I think I'd be closer to 100. Way too cold. So maybe I'll go back to the synergic functions. Or maybe we'll compromise. It had at 113. I put it at 100. We'll go to 115. I'll try straightening up that line again. All right, let's talk about this weld here. Right here, I have railroad tracks, okay? And I'm not perfect. I'm not the best welder. I've been teaching it for 26 years, but I'm not the best welder out there, all right? And I never claimed to be. However, I had one of my students thank me for doing it wrong every now and again, so in acknowledging it, so they learn from my mistakes. Where they're at a vocational school now, and they don't like that the teacher never shows how not to do it, okay, for better, lack of better terms. So I acknowledge those mistakes. All right, right here, railroad tracks. Okay, that's from coming out of the puddle too much. Okay, I'm making too much of a swirly motion. So if you're getting that, you got to tighten it up. I'm loving what I see for a 60-10 bead. It's going on so smooth. All right, the other thing that I'm loving is I'm seeing right at the beginning I had some spatter. Other than that, I have very little spatter on the metal, which is odd for 60-10. And if I forget to tell you, the letter for this episode is A. Okay, A is an Adam. Trying to keep it nice and tight. Nice close arc. I normally don't like welding 60-10. Not big in 60-10. I love laying down 70-18. Okay, that goes on nice and smooth. I like the 6010. Yes, Welder, sorry about those gloves you sent me. Let me get the focus on here. There's no autofocus on this guy. Okay, that's a pretty good bead for 6010. It's laying in there nice and hot. The toes of the welder wetted in nice. You can see a little railroad tracks. I don't want to touch it. Okay, right about there. All right, maybe up top. Okay, little inconsistency there. Okay, but I think this is all practice. Very excited about this. So I started with 70-18, went down nice and smooth. I was a little jagged, okay? Right there, it was way too cold and I just kind of gave up, restarted. Started her back in a straight line. This is 60-10 and that went down super smooth, okay? Even though, I mean, almost as smooth as a 70-18. And then right there, I started getting very good rippling. So, you can see it. This machine, the MP200 PRO, will run 60-10 and 70-18. It runs it well. There's very little spatter when you turn the pulse on, too. That's very handy with the 60-10. It'll do just as good without the pulse, but you've seen that all day long on all these other shows. I just wanted to try the pulse feature for you. So far, we've done short circuit MIG and pulse MIG. We have done aluminum MIG and aluminum spool gun. Now we've done pulse stick with 60-10 and 70-18. Our next episode, we're going to do TIG welding. So you can look for TIG welding on the next episode. Hopefully that's coming up sooner than this last episode came up. I apologize for that. I was fighting with the equipment. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be shooting another video tomorrow on TIG welding. We'll see you soon.